See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
If you come out with me, yeah, I got you.
Right.
We doing this. We finna hold it down.
Right.
And then here go my partner. What else we got?
Right.
I'm not gonna let you just run the show for me or chime in every time you feel like you know what I mean.
Right. Exactly.
She's not showing. You can't even control the conversation. How you gonna control the country?
All right. So today I am with my cousin. Say hello, cousin.
Hello, cousin.
All right. There we go. And the thing about it is, I just explained to him exactly, the interesting things that Tim Walz has attempted to do in his past, specifically with men's bathrooms. And
the tampons, bro.
Yeah, we need those. We need a lot of those.
In a men's bathroom.
Yeah, we need them. I don't know where they're going to go, but...
You know where they're going to go.
No, that sounds painful.
In the men's bathroom.
Either way, the name of the video is Weird Harris. Weird. Harris Walz relationship exposed in bizarre CNN interview. This is a suggestion via Discord. Let's go and check this video out, guys. Let's see where this takes us. Let me go ahead and mute this audio here.
Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are the dynamic duo the Democrats are hoping will win over American voters and claim victory in the US election. But as campaigning heats up, the Harris-Walz relationship has been put under a spotlight, with many commentators pointing out some strange elements like codependency and lies. Sky News All-Stars James Morey, Danica DiGiorgio and Mick Mulvaney take a look at the bizarre Harris and Walz combo and ask whether they can win the US election.
It's a weird-looking group. I mean, it's a weird-looking bunch. I never seen him until today, to be honest. Right. So I didn't even know he looked like that. Okay. She looked like she tried to find another Biden. She looked like she tried to find another Biden. Oh, no. He right there at 102 years old.
Probably. Like, he's there. All right, let's jump into it.
Kamala Harris and Tim Walz sat down for a CNN interview that has made headlines around the globe for all the wrong reasons. Despite the interview only lasting 28 minutes, US presidential hopeful Kamala Harris was joined by her VP pick Tim Walz in a move that Sky News All-Star James Morrow said was weird.
Just also hear from Kamala Harris tonight. We also heard from Tim Walz, who was sort of in this weird position, to use that word weird, as a sort of the emotional support puppy or something like that. I was astounded, though, when we're talking about tough questions, by this answer when he was asked about what he had said about whether or not he served in combat.
You said that you carried weapons in war, but you have never deployed actually in a war zone. A campaign official said that you misspoke. Did you?
My record speaks for itself, but I think people are coming to get to know me. I speak like they do. I speak candidly. I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
That's the problem, John. He just...
That doesn't answer the question.
No, it contradicts itself, honestly. He says, I've held weapons of war, but you've never been in a war.
And my record speaks for itself. But the record says you didn't go. Who else did that? Didn't Bush have something like that?
I don't know.
Bush had something like that, I think, where they said they was in war and they went to war and they never went nowhere.
What do you think about this so far, though, in terms of specifically Tim Walz? I think that he's incredibly awkward, right? Consistently awkward. I'm still waiting for Harris to speak. She generally has nothing to say, but just waiting for her to speak.
Right now, to be honest, he strikes me as a low-budget Joe Biden. So I'm waiting to see the things that come out of his mouth.
Low-budget Joe Biden.
Low-budget Joe Biden. Like, she really tried.
I like
for this.
that.
Low budget.
I like that. I think that's going to be his new name going forward.
Low-budget Biden?
Yeah.
Cared too much.
Look, Tim Walz not only didn't answer any of the questions really that were asked of him, the impression that the whole interview gave was that he was her lawyer accompanying Kamala Harris to a deposition to make sure that she didn't say something wrong. Or maybe perhaps a parent accompanying a student to a parent-teacher conference to try to give, as you say, emotional support. There was no reason for him to be there except one. The interview would be shorter with two people rather than with one. As it was, the interview was 28 minutes. CNN padded it, of course, to a full hour.
Sky News All-Star Danica DiGiorgio agreed, slamming Harris for needing a babysitter.
But what struck me the most is that she needed a babysitter with her. Why on earth was Tim Walz, her vice presidential pick, there? Did she need an emotional support person? Did she need reassurance? I mean, she is the...
Good.
Bruh, it's that face, bruh. It's that
right.
That pouty jaw
right.
looking. He looks like B- Biden.
You're not going to let that go at all.
I can't, because now the things that come out of his mouth, although they do sound stupid,
right.
it makes me look at him even crazier. Because why are you here? What are you trying to do for real?
He's the emotional support person, apparently.
And wasn't Biden a VP before?
Yeah, to Obama.
Are they just trying to get a clone in front of our eyes
I think so.
without telling us?
Yeah, he's a clone.
He has to be, bro.
He's a clone that's obsessed with men's bathrooms.
Unsuccessful cloning.
Yeah.
one who is running for president, not him, yet he spent most of the interview sat there like a spare part. But the bizarre thing is, Kamala Harris could not do the interview alone. She had to do it with Tim Walz. And look at the optics of this. They are sitting at a black table like they're about to break bread and have lunch, except of course this is actually meant to be a serious interview setup. Yet Kamala looks small and just awkward in the middle. And if you look closely, Tim Walz's collar is not even sitting right. And while Kamala takes...
It sounds like they're just saying things now.
Everything she just said, she's just reaching out.
Yes, it is reaching.
Making news.
Like, you can make fun of. You can make fun of the man because he's awkward, right? If that's the case.
And the things that he's saying, but you're talking about his collar.
The collar, the table.
How they look
like, small.
Come on, bro. Chill out. It's not that deep.
What are you talking about? Exactly. What are you
talking about?
Okay.
Like run back those last couple of seconds so you could hear
the pettiness,
idiocracy,
the absolute pettiness.
Yes, bro. Super petty. Look at how he's sitting, small and frumpy.
like they're about to break bread and have lunch, except of course this is actually meant to be a serious interview setup. Yet Kamala looks small and just awkward in the middle. And if you look closely, Tim Walz's collar is not even sitting right. And while Kamala takes most of the questions, Walz is left there to look around, and all he can really do is nod his head. At times so violently, I thought he would even pull a muscle. The optics are so off. And it suggests that this woman, who wants to be the President of the United States, is unable to do solo interviews, unable to stand up for herself.
Now, see, that right there is semi-valid, though. That right there. Like, if you're going to critique, make solid critiques. What she's saying is correct. Why can't she do a solo interview? Why is this guy here specifically when we have not even gotten any solid interviews from Harris in the first place? Like, think about this here. Mm-hmm. Ever since Biden gave her the nomination, basically, she has not come out and done any interviews. She refuses to. Everything that she does, it has to be with someone else or like within her team. She has to control every aspect of it. So you're running for president, but yet you don't have the ability to speak to the people.
I've never noticed that.
Right.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go back and look at
like
previous interviews, things that is she by herself type thing.
Right.
But where is this? Where are they at? Where's this news coming from?
This news right here is Australia.
Yeah, she's cold-blooded.
Yeah, wild.
They have comedians over there.
Yeah,
because they are getting on her right now.
For no reason, though. How about this? Partial reasons. I'd say good 30 to 45% of it is probably accurate. The rest of it is absolutely
she's just getting at it.
Inappropriate. Not needed. Absolutely.
And has generally no idea what to do when not staring at an auto cue. And when she does an interview, she has to have a babysitter. She needs someone holding her hand.
Sky News contributor Brad Palumbo agrees, also wondering why Walz was even in the interview, even referring to him as an emotional support puppy.
So it's a totally insufficient answer if you ask me. But also, why was he even there, guys? Like, can the future potential president not sit for an interview without her emotional support puppy? I don't understand why she can't do a one-on-one interview when it was less than an hour and they only released like 30 minutes of footage. That was ridiculous to me from the very get-go.
DiGiorgio also went on to blast CNN for allowing such a softball interview to be Harris's first official performance.
Bear in mind, this interview was a long time coming. Kamala Harris has refused to do any interviews or press conferences since the Democrat elite punted old Joe Biden in favour of her. Therefore, there have been zero opportunities to properly scrutinise her and her policies, or lack thereof. She's avoided it. And today she does her first interview, pre-recorded, so not live, and therefore we don't know how much was edited and cut out. She chose a network where most Democrats feel at home, CNN, one of the most liberal media outlets in America, you know, the same one that covered up Joe Biden's cognitive decline for years.
President Biden, who I've been around numerous times just in this last year, is sharp, he's focused, he's bright.
I was in...
This piece is scathing.
Bruh.
This is scathing. They're pointing out a couple of things here that are absolutely abysmal. Like, it's hard to back her. I'm telling you, in my eyes, at least. I could be, you know, you have your own opinion here, but in my eyes, it's hard to back her when she is refusing to speak open, right? She's refusing it, and the newscaster here is correct. She's doing it specifically on a network that they know specifically is going to cut out anything that they think is not going to go well to the public, right? Specifically doing that.
And it's
how does that make you feel?
I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm not in 100% support of either party,
right?
But I would lean more towards her, right?
Right.
Having to vote, right? I would. Mm-hmm. But hearing these things, it's more of a shit sandwich.
Yeah.
It's more of a shit sandwich.
Yeah.
Like a shit sandwich, bro.
Right.
Either way you flip it, it's not gonna look good.
No, it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. Like and that's serious. Like, you know, I mean, at least with Obama, the boy could speak. You see what I'm saying?
At least, yeah.
You waited for the man to talk. At least that.
Right. He was cool.
I was looking for his speeches to listen to even, and I might not even remember everything he said, but he was captivating. At least he had that.
That's valid. That's valid.
You're going.
I wouldn't say he did much for us though, but you know,
that's another video.
He was cool. Yeah, right. he was the cool president. He was a cool president.
He was the coolest president we've ever had. Next to JFK.
I'll give you that.
Next to JFK.
No. You're right. He was the coolest president. Roasting people, dancing. Yeah. In terms of coolness.
Yeah. You never had a president that was relatable like that to most people, to the average American.
Right.
He was relatable. Very relatable.
You think she's relatable?
I don't know anything about her like that. To be like, outside of, she could have been one of our aunties or something like that. Like, outside of that, bro, like, I don't know where she grew up. I don't know her upbringing. I don't know siblings, things like that. I don't know where she went to school. Not those type of things they give you a well-rounded view of your political party.
Right.
I don't know anything about her. And then you come out and you don't speak. And you see what I'm saying?
I mean, she speaks, but she only speaks. Like, for example, it would be great if she would speak about things like what she would do for the country. Okay. But she seems to only speak of, vote for me because I'm not Trump. That's all she says, right? But that's
I'm not him.
I'm not him, basically.
I'm not him.
But it's just like, listen, you got to give us a little bit more than that.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing, though. People look at it like the ones who are voting for Trump. The people who are voting for Trump have already chosen their side of things.
Right. The same.
See what I'm saying?
And her side also the same.
And that's why I guess she's saying, you're not going to vote for him. You might as well vote for me.
Right. Then you have people like me, specifically, who look at both parties, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's weird. You guys are both weird. You guys are both weird.
I voted for Obama.
Right.
Both times.
Right.
That was the only time I ever voted.
Okay.
We've had another president since then.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the whole checks and balances and president. I feel like the president's a puppet.
Completely.
So, who's a better puppet? Who's a better puppet?
Whichever puppet is going to lower my taxes.
That would be the one that the uncontrollable puppet. She's more of a controllable puppet.
Oh, God. All I care about, seriously, is fixing the southern border because it's wide open.
Yeah, I can agree.
You know who's responsible?
We live in Georgia.
You know who's responsible for it?
What? Kamala Harris?
Yes.
But she hasn't fixed it yet.
She was like the border czar. Meaning it's her responsibility for the border. She was like, the border? Ew, what's that? That's nasty. Let's get rid of that border. We don't need that.
I mean, no, that doesn't make sense.
That's what she did.
That's crazy.
Also, locking people up for their kids like being late or not going to school.
Yeah, but that's always been a thing out here in Georgia, though.
Not to the same extent.
I just know growing up out here,
right?
That was the thing. So I don't know how new that is for people because I grew up with that. Okay. Like that was like you take your butt to school because I'm not going to jail for you. Like that was the conversation.
Was that a thing?
That was a thing, bro.
Where was I?
You were at school. Well,
I don't miss school.
I know you don't miss school.
Oh,
I know you don't miss school.
So
I still talk about the time you were late for a month and you lived across the street.
Oh, that was in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't talk about that.
Almost every meeting with the president, and the president was in front of and on top of it all.
He is good in small settings, and he's a good small talker, and he puts you at ease if you're in a small group with him.
And the journalist, CNN's Dana Bash, who has shown extreme pro-Democrat rhetoric on multiple occasions.
James Morrow added, the interview looked more like a campaign ad for the Democrats.
Clean up on aisle Harris. More than a month after deposing Joe Biden as a candidate in what can only be called a coup, Kamala Harris has finally sat down and given an interview to CNN. Well, at least they called it an interview, though for my money, the whole thing, right down to the introduction, looked more like a campaign ad. I mean, we're talking about a package that was basically, when you boil it down, just a promo puff piece, about as informative as a corporate video from a sprocket company. And while I have no idea whether the Harris campaign got the questions ahead of time, the entire interview seemed to have been scripted with the goal in mind of getting Harris on the record answering a few difficult questions. The only problem is, scripted or not, Harris wasn't very good at answering them. And not only that, she had to have along with her her emotional support puppy, aka running mate Tim Walz, sitting there as well, looking a bit like someone's dad when they go for an interview at McDonald's.
Sky News All-Star Mick Mulvaney agreed, calling the interview vapid and also slamming Tim Walz for his lies.
Well, joining us now is former White House Chief of Staff and Senior Advisor at Bondi Partners, Mick Mulvaney. Mick, so good to have you here tonight. What did you make of that interview, first of all?
James, my favorite question was what are you going to do on the first?
To me.
Oh, wait. Tell me what you just did with your phone.
I just showed you a picture of Joe Biden.
Right. Budget Biden.
Budget Biden.
Wish.com Biden.
Bruh.
Wish.com.
Tumu Biden.
Okay.
It's Tumu Biden.
Right. Okay.
What was it? What was the other one?
I don't know. Sheen? Alibaba?
Fashion over Biden. Fashion over Biden. Bruh. Oh my God. The politics are funny to me. And to see someone who looks as funny as our current president running in the same, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
To me, it's just funny, bro. That's just funny, bro.
I know it.
That is funny, bro. It's when Mr. Garrison decided to run for president.
South Park references?
South Park is the greatest show for me when it comes to references because their viewpoint is just funny. Okay. It's so... You don't understand how crazy you look sometimes until they put you on the show.
Yeah, right. You're right.
And
Like Lizzo.
I didn't see the Lizzo episode.
Oh no, you gotta see
Are these
the Lizzo.
new episodes?
Oh no, you gotta see the Lizzo.
No, I haven't seen Are you serious? Like they did a South Park episode with Lizzo?
Oh no, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Okay. How do you feel about Lizzo?
Huh? In terms of what?
In terms of...
Okay, now listen, I can't play it. I can't play it.
First of all, let me say, Randy Marsh is the man.
Okay.
Hands down, Randy Marsh is the man.
Potentially.
No, Randy Marsh is the man. Have you? Yeah, nah. There. You want to talk about something? Talk about how Randy Marsh is the man.
I want to see South Park put Tim Walz
Lizzo reacts,
and Kamala Harris in an episode.
They said they're not going to do it. South Park said they're not going to do political episodes this season.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Budget Biden. that'll be crazy. Right? Focus on putting products in the men's bathroom. That'll be a
they
crazy
would bring
episode.
Mr. Hanky back for that.
Yeah, they should.
Mr. Hanky would come back for that.
Right. Mandatory.
Yo, run it. I need to see this. We'll see
it in a minute. Let's wrap up this video.
Okay.
All right. So what did you think overall about what we just encountered?
All right. So I actually did learn some things about Kamala Harris that I didn't know. For one, I didn't know she's constantly come out with multiple people on her side, but then the conversations are not
there.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you come out with me, I got you. We doing this. We finna hold it down.
Right.
And then here go my partner. What else we got?
Right.
I'm not gonna let you just run the show for me or chime in every time you feel like I mean.
Right. Exactly.
She's not showing. You can't even control the conversation. How you gonna control the country?
I mean,
like that. I get, and that's from me just seeing these type of things.
Right. Let me ask you a question real quickly.
What's up?
How was the last 4 years for the economy? How was it? Was it like great? Right?
No.
It was terrible?
I mean, not here in Georgia. I don't know what it was like. You see what I'm saying?
It was basically the same everywhere.
Okay, so no.
Pretty terrible.
No.
The reason why the southern border is being bombarded currently.
It's not money falling from the skies. They're not blessing us.
No, they're coming to get the money.
Yeah.
Really, in all actuality. But the thing is that if it's bad for us here, imagine how bad it is for the other countries that use our currency as a backup currency for their currency. So if our money is becoming worthless, and these other countries where people make $175 a month, you get what I'm saying here? If their dollar is now becoming worthless, they're going to run here. And that's the reason why there are a lot of people from around the world are flooding the southern borders because of that exclusively.
Just because of the money.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Yes, for the money, but it's literally killing their country.
Right. Yeah. If it's hurting us, imagine what it's doing to them.
Right.
So,
but is that also why, as of lately, I've heard a lot of countries are getting away from the American dollar.
Well, not a lot of countries. Referring to the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Yeah. Those countries are trying to get away, but that's because of the war in Ukraine. Right. Because basically, when Russia decided to attack the Ukraine, what we did was we punished Russia with their currency backed on our currency. So the fact that we basically waged war with our dollar, all these other nations are scared to death that we'll do the same to them one day. So now they want to separate from our currency and basically create a currency backed off of natural resources for the most part, like
who has the most
gold.
wheat?
No, like gold, silver, precious metals. Okay. And so that's the
Gold
reason why.
did go up.
Oh yeah, gold and silver, platinum.
It's $1 million. Is it $1 million now for a bar? Is that
No. I have no idea what that is. I wish it was $1 million a pound or so
for a bar.
Yeah, I feel like $64,000 last time I checked was for like a solid brick of gold. Like 64.
Okay.
I have no idea the weight, but that's the last time I saw it. It was that.
Okay.
But so this is our problem, right? If we're suffering, imagine what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking at if we even make a solid attempt to bring Kamala Harris back into office again. Making her president was kind of another, we're 8 years of her ruining the economy?
And then
What do you mean? With no southern border?
Nah.
Pass. Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Nah.
Hard pass.
Like I said, bro, it's a shit sandwich, man.
Yeah. It's something. It's something.
It's something. All right.
But all right, I'm going. Bye, guys. Great chat.